Good evening, dirty hookers, yarnies, and fiber fiends. How is everybody this evening? I'm doing pretty good. Start out. I want to thank everybody for welcoming Granny Karen Cakes Marino on Thursday night on the stream. She will be our permanent host for Throwback Thursdays. Really like her attitude, her feistiness, and her crocheting techniques. So, gives me a break so I don't have to stream every. Well, I don't stream every night anyway, but one less night that I have to worry about streaming, and it helps my channel. She did that really pretty star doily motif, so I really like that. Hey there, Llama. How are you today? Tonight we're working on Project Linus blankets. It is Saturday, so we're working on our what's it called again? I forgot what it's called. Summer lace blanket, even though it's not summertime here anymore. Yes, it is officially fall, and the weather here is definitely showing it. It's cooled off. It's been rainy all day. I am loving it. My type of weather. Nothing special. Playing games since my wrist said no to knitting, but I did finish the second cuff. Well, it's good that you finished the second cuff, but it's always good to give your hands and wrists a break. Yeah, always take care of yourself. So I think we're just going to get right into it. You know me, I don't really sit and chit-chat and waste time too much. We chit-chat while I'm working on something, but it's not like I'm just running my mouth by itself. So we're going to be working on this one. We started this one the other week. I did a little bit of this on stream. Was it last week? It's a really simple how many row repeat? Roughly a 4-row repeat, and then when you get to whatever size you want, then you do something different. Promise I'm here. My sports ball game is getting close to ending. I'm trying to do both. Nope, that's fine. If you need to pay attention to your sports ball and your knitting and not really pay attention to here, that's fine. I'm glad you're here. If you have to lurk, I definitely appreciate it. Yes, this will be really, really nice. The other one that's in similar type yarn, the Radiating Diamonds one, it's still on hold. We'll get back to that at some point. I like this pattern because I don't really have to count. I just got to count rows. I don't rounds. I don't have to count stitches. This is almost mindless. The other one, I have to pay more attention to it to keep the pattern going on. So I think I might end up doing the other one more off stream than this one. I'm still going to do the other one on stream, but not as often. The other thing. Wednesday, we dropped off a bunch of blankets to Project Linus. If you've been paying attention to my stream, and I've posted them in the Discord, the baby blue, endlessly elegant one that was square, and it would have like a frame, and then we keep going, and then another frame, and whatever. Dropped that one off, and I dropped off the camo one with the little forest creature appliques in the corners, and Grammy had a bunch that we dropped off of hers. Lurking while making burritos. Thank you for the lurk, Grammy. So we dropped those off. Everyone there really loved the camo woodland one with the cute little applique animals in the corner. And while I was there, I picked up a bunch of novelty fabric for Grammy so she can use those into quilts. And I also it was free. They were giving it away for us to use it to make more blankets. A bunch of yarn, a lot of quote unquote vintage yarn. Some of the stuff had labels probably from the 70s or the 80s. Mix and match, not a lot of one color or one type, so stuff here and there. I've been going through it. There's some things I can't use. There's some things that or either I can't use it because they have some wool in it, because Project Linus doesn't accept anything with wool in case there's an allergy. They want cotton or like a polyester or acrylic or anything that's non-allergenic. So I found one thing that did have some wool in it, and there's some other stuff that's super, super scratchy, and I don't have it here close at hand. It's on a cardboard cone. I think it's rug yarn, so that one can't go in. I think there's some wool in that. It's definitely not real soft, and I don't think any type of laundering and fabric softener is going to do anything to soften that one up. So I'm not going to show everything I got because it's too much to show on stream. I might end up laying them out at some point and taking a picture and posting it in the Discord. Most of the stuff doesn't have labels anyway, but the ones that do are pretty cool looking. So I think tonight or tomorrow is when I'm going to take pictures. I got to take pictures for samples for this coming week. Starting tomorrow here on the stream, we're doing pumpkins. And I just finished my sample of the pumpkin patch stitch. And if you all want a quick sneak peek, I'll probably show a sneak peek later on during the stream. This is a pattern from a YouTube channel, and I forgot the name of the channel. We're going to end up doing this tomorrow. It is like a 4-row repeat, and it uses puff stitches. But for those of you who do not like puff stitches, there is a variation that you can do with double crochets or triple crochets. This is the pumpkin patch stitch. They really look like pumpkins. Super, super, super cute. I love it. It's very textured. It has a right and a wrong side. That is the wrong side. That's the right side. A proper yarn eater. Yes, it is a yarn eater. Each pumpkin is basically made up of 5 puff stitches. And each puff, when you do the puff, you yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over. You do the yarn over, pull up a loop 4 times for one puff. And then each puff has got 5. It's relatively simple. Yeah, I love it. It is very cute. So we got not counting this bottom row, but this row is your pumpkin row. Then there's a row of green for the stem. Then you do another pumpkin row, but it's offset. You do the stem, and then that's basically all there is. So, very textured. Very textured. I could have pulled it a little tighter to make the pumpkins plump up more. But, super cute, and you can play around with your colors. And that's what we're doing this tomorrow night. That is to kick off our pumpkin week, because we're officially here in the Northern Hemisphere, officially in the season of autumn. So what better way to really celebrate is with pumpkins, because we already did our forest and our leaves the other week. So, and next week is October, and all month long, well, I shouldn't say all month long, all the Mondays and Tuesdays in October is our Halloween theme. So we're going to do all spooky things. I'm debating whether or not to do a stream on the 31st, which is Halloween, because I know a lot of people are busy near the end of the month. It is a Tuesday. Um, Still haven't figured that out yet, but I've got a whole bunch of cute and spooky things planned for October. We're still going to be doing, in October, we're still doing our Project Linus blankets on Saturdays. Sundays, starting not tomorrow, but next Sunday, so on the 1st, we're bringing back the temperature blanket. For those of you who were not here, when did we stop doing that? In June? I think I went June. I started a year-long project the beginning of the year on January 1st. Well, actually, I didn't start till like the second week of January, where I'm making a crochet temperature blanket using the moss stitch or the linen stitch. I think it's also called the granite stitch. Here on the channel, we call it the zipper stitch because the stitches kind of look like, when they're formed, the rows look like teeth of a zipper. I've got a lot of catching up to do on that. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that off stream. I still have to record a whole bunch of temperatures ever since June, whatever, that we put it to the side. We put it to the side because it got too hot. Now that it's now cool, we can bring it back. So weekends here are going to be blankets. We do blankets on weekends. We're going to do Project Linus blankets on Saturday, temperature blanket on Sunday. That's at least for the end of the year. Beginning of the year, I don't know what I'm going to do on Sundays. And then, of course, Thursdays, Granny Karen, that's all her gig. We'll see what she comes up with. Llama says, I guess good news. I'm working even more evenings next week, so I won't need to skip streams. Yay! And I appreciate you choosing my stream to watch. Out of all of the streams that are here on Twitch, or even on the internet, not just Twitch, I appreciate that you chose to come to my stream. So, this blanket pattern here, and it just popped up in the chat. Oh, my yarn just split. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. It is called the Summer Lace Cotton Blanket. I'm not doing cotton. It is pretty much a simple 4-row repeat until you get to your established size that you want, and then you can, then after you get to that size, it's not really the border, it's almost like a border, because then at the end there's an official border. So that is pretty much what we're doing. This was actually it's probably a couple skeins of this baby yarn. And I don't know how well you can see it. It's mostly white, but it looks like angel food confetti cake. That's what this reminds me of. It's white, and it's got the blues and the pinks and the yellows. It's a very thin, I want to say it is a sport weight yarn. It's either a sport weight or a DK, but DK, it's more of a sport weight, I think, in my opinion. So, it's going to take some time to work up, and there's plenty of it here. I'm considering doing this, a baby blanket size, Project Linus, our chapter. Minimum is 30 by 30. That's a good size for a baby blanket. So I'm going to at least do 30 by 30, and then I think I will finish it, and this will be a baby blanket, and I'm going to have leftovers, and I'll figure out something to do with the rest of this, because there's plenty in here. I can get probably 2 blankets, at least 2, maybe 3. And I don't really have anything else I can pair this with. I don't think I have any. Well, I have to go through that yarn that I got from Project Linus. See if there's any yarn that's thin enough. I don't really have a lot of sport weight or DK weight yarn. Most of the stuff I have is worsted. And I would not mix weights of yarn, especially for a donation project. If it was something on my own that I didn't care about, I wouldn't have a problem mixing weights, but usually I don't mix weights of yarn together, because that can affect your gauge, and laundering it, things could not be the right size. I wouldn't say shrink, because this is acrylic, but things can get complicated. So again, if anybody wants this pattern, it is the Summer Lace Cotton Blanket pattern on a Ravelry. Mostly just enjoy having some background noise while playing. Well, thank you. I'd love to be crafting too, but I need to get my hands some rest. No, of course, definitely rest your hands. Since it's been very cool here, the temperatures have gone down a bit. Nothing cold. I wouldn't consider it cold. I think it's probably been, in the 60s, maybe in the upper 50s, but I haven't really checked the temperature. But it's been rainy all day because I think we're getting parts of this tropical storm that is hitting, or going to hit, I think it's already hit, parts of the southeast U.S. Coastline. We're getting remnants of it. We're getting, not really remnants, but parts of it. And I lay down and I was achy, and I ended up taking a nap. And when I woke up, I guess it was the way I was sleeping, my hands were really achy, and I'm like, oh no, I gotta stream. But I think it was just because I was sleeping on them for a little bit. It's a really good nap, though. It's one thing I can say. At least where I live, the fall weather can be really good sleeping weather. We won't get the brunt of the storm till early tomorrow. Ah, gotcha. But it's not like where I live, I'm not on the ocean, so we don't really get that type of damage. And it's a tropical storm, it's not a hurricane, but still, they could be damaging. But we don't really get the brunt of them because I'm so far inland. I think it's about not quite 2 hours to the ocean where I live, so there is that. But I'm loving, I have the window open, and the wind's blowing, and the breeze. I don't have any of my fans on all summer long. Yes, I have AC in the room, but I still have to supplement it with a fan, especially here next to the desktop, because the desktop can generate some heat. That's one of the reasons, well, the main reason that I wasn't working on the temperature blanket this summer, because it just was too hot. But none of my fans are on. I've got a box fan to my right, and then here I got a little clip-on little small fan. It's about that big. Both of those have been off all day. Actually, they've been off since last night. So I am loving it. And first time in a while, I am wearing long pajama pants. They're thin. They're lightweight pants, but they're pajama pants. And I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. And those of you, if you know me personally, I don't like long sleeves. I don't like pants. Shorts I'm okay with. Short sleeve, yes. But I am very, very comfortable right now. But I'm just working on this cute little blanket. A lot of chains involved in it. And I just got to keep remembering to pull. I got to get a lot of slack out of it because the center of this ball, I guess, has some tension, and it doesn't really want to let the yarn feed the way it needs to be. So let me get a whole bunch out. So what is everybody working on? I know Llama said they're playing a video game and giving their wrists a break, and Grammy's making burritos. Oops, come on. Back to your knit shawl. I finally got the needles. I needed to finish it. Yay! Yay to getting back to a whip. One thing about the yarn that I got from Project Linus the other day, not all of it, but there is a good deal of it. It's small little like remnants. Like this isn't from Project Linus. This is from my stash. Small little balls like this, and this is what I use. These small little scrap balls to make and to show a lot of my little squares or little demonstrations for the motifs or patterns here on stream. The ones I got from Project Linus, I think I'm going to keep separate, and I'm going to make a lot of appliques or some floral granny squares, and each square will have like a different color, kind of almost, and then kind of make like a garden flower granny blanket. I think Grammy had suggested idea, so I like that idea to use up scraps. Got a couple other ideas with some of the other stuff. I got some novelty yarn that I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate into a blanket. There's not enough to make a full blanket, and I would not make a full blanket out of a novelty eyelash yarn. I did that one time for Clay Miko, and we paired it up. Actually, we paired it up with a yarn similar to this. It might have been, yeah, it was very thin. It was this with some eyelash yarn. It was like a rainbow sherbet color. It was a throw blanket, and it got super heavy. And not to get gruesome, but it kind of looked like somebody skinned a Muppet. Yeah, she used it for a bit, and then I think she ended up giving it to somebody that she knows. Yeah, so I would definitely never make a blanket all in novelty yarn. But as an accent here and there, depending on what the yarn is, I might make some appliques, possibly. I'm debating. I have to do some testing to see how well it'll work. There was some thicker yarn, not real necessarily a chunky yarn, but it was thicker than a lot of the other stuff that I got, and I think there's some wool in it. I'm thinking. If there's wool in it, obviously I'm not going to use it, but that might be a good source for the new year. I plan on doing some embroidery here on stream, and that would be great to use that. The yarn is thicker than embroidery floss, and you'd be able to see the stitches. And I think I have some black linen I might use. I think somehow I got it, just not maybe a yard. So let's see. I remember how to do this. Okay. I was trying to remember how to do this beginning part. But I've got a whole bunch of cross stitch kits. I could possibly do one of those on stream. I might end up doing a poll or something on them to for everybody to give some input on which ones they would like to see. I'd take some pictures and make a poll. So we'll do that. We're gonna, like I said, do some embroidery. Off stream, I need to learn how to tat. All the things. Maybe if I feel ambitious, I might break out the knitting needles and attempt to remember how to knit. I need a refresher and maybe a little more intermediate class. So, Lumberjacks Lady, have you posted a? I want to say you have posted a picture of the shawl or progress on the shawl. Let me. I could be wrong. Though that was the sweater. That was the sweater. It's great. Take a pic. Yeah, definitely. Whenever you get a chance. I know sometimes I'm even bad at taking pictures. Like, I need to take progress pictures of this. I barely remember to take pictures of the samples of things I'm going to teach how to do on stream. Which that's what I have to do either tonight or tomorrow for the pumpkins. Because Monday and Tuesday we're doing some three-dimensional. They're technically amigurumi, but they're three-dimensional pumpkins. Sports Ball's getting intense here at the end. My team will win, but it's still gripping. Yo, hopefully your team wins, and yeah, definitely pay attention if you need to. I'm just glad that you're here to, even if you're just lurking. I'm planning on being on streaming considerable amount tonight. I know Granny Karen only was able to handle about an hour or so, roughly. So we're going to go longer than that. Mainly, I need to stream more and length. Like my streams need to be longer. And I need more progress on this blanket. Since it's so mindless. when I get to the end of this corner, I'm going to measure just to see so far how much I have. I know I don't have 30 inches. Not anywhere near that. I'm just curious to see how far I've gotten. Oh, why am I doing a double? Doesn't need to be a double, it's a single. Okay. Now I gotta look over here to see this. Slip stitch into the corner. Wait. Forgot how to do this stitch. It's been a while. Been a week. Chain 2, yarn over. Are these puffs actually? Yeah, they are puffs. Alright. Wait a minute, am I doing that right? There are 8.5 minutes left in the game, but now they're calling a weather delay. We'll hustle to the end of the row and sneak a peek. Sneak a peek. That's fine, take your time. Wait a minute. Yarn over. Draw up a loop. No, I was doing the thing wrong. They call it something weird in here. Yarn over, draw up a loop. Draw through 2. Oh, okay, that's what it is. 2. Okay. Double crochet 3 together for the corners. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Because I'm talking to myself about this pattern, but I'm like, we're not supposed to do puffs on this pattern. They had me confused. Chain. Do we chain 3? Chain 1. 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's put our stitch marker just so I know where the beginning of the round is. Fourth one. Need a lot of slack built up. This round uses a lot of yarn because they're pretty much all double crochet 4 togethers. Gotta count how many times I do these little, how many stitches are in each little cluster.
You ready yet? I'm making eggo waffles.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Clickers up now to shop.
1, 2.
Hey, it's you here.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's post it. Okay. We're gonna go over and look at the Discord. Actually, there's a bunch of stuff on Discord that we haven't looked at. So we're gonna take this time to look at all the stuff that's been posted on Discord since we've gone over there. There's a way of doing this, and I have to talk to Black Sheep Meat. There's a way that she shares her screen for Discord where it like pops up and you don't see like all of my Discord screen. You just see the picture. So I'll have to ask her what she uses. Alrighty, this is a finished project from Spoopy Skeletons. They were doing the ghost face. And that's the one I said looked like the painting The Scream, which is kind of inspired. That's what it's inspired by. So we've got that cute little ghost-faced amigurumi. And I like the little hood with the little the long, which would you call that, a tail of the hood? Very cute. You got little hands and little arms. That is from Spoopy Skeletons. Let's see. Here we have a hat from Fairy Dust, using up some of the yarn left over from the baby blanket. Not sure how it looks. Kind of looks like someone took a shit on a pine tree. Yeah, I actually like this hat that Fairy Dust made. And it doesn't look like somebody did something on a pine tree. I did comment in there that, well, fertilizer needs to be used on plants to make it grow. But I love, 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 love those cablings. I'm just now venturing in and learning how to do cables. So one of the pumpkins we're going to do later on this week has cables in them. So that is a cute little hat. This is from Llama. Occasionally we get these cases at work. Just makes me wonder how. They work in a place where they repair garments, and this is like industrial type clothes, like uniforms, that type of thing. Yeah, that's a pretty big rip. I mean, look, it's the same size as the scissors. I think they said they ended up using this as scrap to patch other garments. That's not even worth repairing. That's from Llama. More from Llama. Rescuing their favorite socks. It's been a success. I think they said they had moths or something that was eating the yarn, and I could definitely see there's some damage there. Oh, your shoe. That's what it was. Your shoes worn. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I remember you saying that now. So there's some worn. And there they all are mended up. Very nice. I love those colors. I love those bright, happy colors. That's that. And more from Llama. So that they've been gaming so much that even their headset started sprouting. So I got a cute little leaf there on the headset. Reminds me of the here on Twitch, Maislin Crochet. She has started this new channel point redeem where her viewers can choose different little headset little ornaments. I think there was a duck, there was a mushroom. They're making a whole bunch of them. So there's that. Your flag socks. Oh, okay. Very, very pretty. And here we go. Lumberjacks ladies' current progress on their shawls. Still a ways to go. I love it. I love those like ridges. Again, I don't know what exactly the stitches and how to do the stitches because it's knit, but I love it. And I love the quilt you're using that you're covering up with. Lots of color. We love color here. Making good progress there on that shawl. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to learn how to knit something besides a row. Alright. Let's move you over out of the way. I made the quilt too. It's a bunch of hedgehogs. Oh, yeah, I can see the hedgehogs. That is so cute. I love it. Good use of scrap fabric. Grammy knows all about that. Grammy is a scrappy quilter. She loves using up scraps. Thank you, everybody who has shared. I've had two hedgehogs as pets. I made 2 squares that look like them. Aww. Very, very nice. I really like those. Again, thank you everybody for that has shared things on the Discord. I love seeing what people make. 2, 3. And it inspires me to try new techniques or new color combinations or any of that good stuff. 2, 3. Number 4. I gotta keep pushing up my sleeves because they're in my way. I got to really pay attention to these corners because they're slightly different, and I just lost those stitches, but um, it's a little difficult to get to work into this corner. 3, that's 3, okay. Two and 3. Oh, and Nightbot just reminded me. The other day I added two new items. Well, one item, two different designs in the merch store. I now have some accessory little pouches. I gotta look and see what those dimensions are. Um, they don't say. Oh, 8.5 by 6. 8.5 by 6. So that would be a really cute and a good use of, not a good use, a good use for it would be like your crochet hooks, or and your notions and your stitch markers and your little small little pair of scissors. So if anybody is interested in that, I am in the planning design phase of doing other designs besides the Proud Dirty Hooker, because I know not everybody is going to want to advertise that in public, which I totally get. 3. So I'm going to work on some other designs. And 4. Wait. Okay, I've only done one side so far. Two. I gotta redo that entire thing. It's almost as bad as a puff stitch. I think it's because this yarn occasionally will split. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, and okay. 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I got a bunch more planning to do. I still have to plan out November and December's projects. And we're going to go to add here in about a minute. 4, 2. So add, everybody stretch, get something to drink, get something to snack on if you need it. Use the restroom. All that good stuff. Three and 4. 1, and I will be right back. Let me see if I can click on the thing. I'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sitting through the ad break. Greatly helps my channel. So, this is what we've got so far. I'm loving it. It's almost, well, I could zoom out a little bit. Oh, that's what I didn't do. I didn't measure. Okay, I got to get the one other side done, so at least I have a measurement. Yeah, I never measured. Yeah, when I get done this side, I will measure the the width. Just curious to see where I'm at. me more slack. Because it's getting hung up in the center there and not really feeding out smoothly. Come up. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let me do the corner here, and then I'm going to measure. 2. That's the third one. 1, 2. Uh-oh. Came off the end of the hook. 2. And number 3. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now we're going to measure. As it is now, I have only got 11 and... Oh, wait a minute. About 11 inches. Got a long way to go until we get to at least 30 by 30. Probably going to be a little bit bigger than 30 by 30. That's my plan. The only reason it really works up so slow is because it's a thin yarn. go. I got one more little thing to do, and go to the next row. Yeah, there we go. Now I got the 3 quick rows. They're all pretty much the same. They're all chains. Well, chains and single crochets. I can't do the 3rd chain. Okay, got it. I can't even do the single crochet now. This is not my first time crocheting. I've done this before. Sometimes your hands and your fingers don't want to work. Hey there, Dan. I'm pretty good. How are you? I am just working on the this blanket here. It's called the Summer Lace Cotton Blanket. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It is done in the round. Ah, and I missed the stitch. It's done in the round, and it's pretty much a simple 4-row repeat. And then when you get to a certain size, you do a quote-unquote border, and then you do an actual border. So I thought it was a cool pattern, a pretty pattern, a cool pattern, and it will work well with this yarn that I'm using. So how are you doing? Slip stitch to there, slip to here, chain one, 2, 3. I'm gonna move my stitch marker just to make certain I know where the beginning of the round is, because this yarn is so thin and sometimes I lose track. I'm good. I just finished a face scrubby and a washcloth earlier today. I started a new continuous granny square blanket. Nice! Very, very nice. I've never made face scrubbies or washcloths or any of that. Got plenty of yarn for it. I got plenty of cotton. Hey there, Fairy Dust. How are you? Granny Karen's a hoot. Yeah. Um, I don't know if you were around when she was kind of explaining the reason that she's here. I can explain it now. Back in April. Yeah, April. I was doing instead of a granny month, like I did in June for the garden, I did a granny week. I think that was my first. Was that the first? Yeah, I think that was the first granny event that I had. And it was Monday through Friday. Or no. Whatever it was like 4 or 5 days that I was doing that, all 1 week. First day went great. Second day, I had an issue with my Twitch account. I couldn't sign in. And then I noticed later on the VODs that this old lady was streaming on my channel. I think that lasted for like 2 days. Well, somehow I had to figure it out. I don't remember exactly what I had to do. Got my channel back. Well, somehow I got in contact with her. I don't remember how I got in contact with her. And she's in her 90s. So she doesn't know anything about computers. And apparently her grandson somehow got it hacked into my account and got her to stream and crochet on my account. So I talked to her. She was all very apologetic. She said that she was going to give her grandson a talking to. So this happened over probably about most of August. We were talking about that in correspondence with each other. And I decided, okay, I like what she did, and I offered her to host my Thursdays, and she took me up on that offer, and so yeah. So now Thursdays she's my host on Thursdays, so I get a break. So you will see more and more of Granny Karen Cakes Moreno. And you don't mess with her. Yeah, she don't play. But I'm glad you enjoyed Thursday. Those crochet grannies commandeering people's Twitch channels to become a huge crisis in Antarctica. Again, it wasn't her fault. She didn't know any better. It was her grandson. Grandson's name is Alpaca. That was very clever of his parents. I make most face scrubbies as they're quick things that could take me a half hour or so. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, definitely. I can see how the face scrubbies or a washcloth would work up pretty quick. Alrighty. But we'll probably hear more fun stories from Granny Karen. She's always talking about her family members. 3. But I'm just working on this baby blanket for Project Linus. Again, it's kind of mindless. You don't really gotta think too much. I just like the borders on the throw. Oh, the Aaron Hurt's throw. All you have left is the borders. I need to look at that pattern and really study it and possibly make it. I don't know if I would make it for Project Linus, but I really like the pattern. Oh, Fairy Dust, when before you came into the stream, I did share Discord and shared your hat. I don't think it looks like somebody shit on a pine tree. I actually like it, and I love those cables. I need to do more cabling in crochet. Tuesday, Tuesday we're doing a 3-dimensional pumpkin. Technically, it's an amigurumi because we stuff it. And it's got some braiding or cabling on it. Actually, I can show it real quick. It's right here. I don't know how well you're going to see, but like this here, it's got some... I should have used a different color yarn, but it's got the braiding on it. There, you can kind of see it. But that'll be for Tuesday. We're going to make this. And then tomorrow, not tomorrow, I gotta reposition this part. There we go. Monday, we're doing a series of 3 of these pumpkins. A large, a medium, and Monday on stream we're going to make the small one. And they're meant to stack. And we're going to put some fake fall leaves and berries or whatever. We've got a whole bunch of all that floral type stuff and put them in between, and it would be a cute little centerpiece. No, it's hard to show on camera, on a top-down camera, how it's going to look, but they're stackable. Oh, and then, and you weren't here for this, Fairy Dust, tomorrow. This was the one I'm really looking forward to. I just finished the sample earlier today. We're doing the Pumpkin Patch Stitch. It is a 3D stitch. It's rows back and forth. Forgot the YouTube channel that I found it from. But this is the pumpkin patch stitch. It's got a right and a wrong side. That's the right side. That's the wrong side. And I know it's kind of washing out. But we've got these cute three-dimensional pumpkins made mainly with puff stitches. So that will be tomorrow. I had to look at a video tutorial for one of the stitches in the border because it wasn't described well. It's the special stitch called the woven stitch. If Clay gets to the border and is confused, she can shoot me a message on Discord. I can help her. I will definitely let her know about that. So, that's tomorrow. We're doing our little pumpkin patch. Yeah, I don't like it when patterns don't describe or tell how to do the pattern or the stitch really good. Because there are some really bad written crochet patterns out there. Even in modern patterns, not just the vintage ones. Sometimes the vintage ones are actually easier to understand than the modern ones. It's not always the case, but... Some fat baubles. These here. The pumpkins are 5 puff stitches in one space. So the puff stitches that they were doing, it was, I don't know how you call it. Where you yarn over, you go in, pull up a loop, you do that 4 times for one puff. So there's 5 in each. So there'll be 4 stitches per puff, and then 5 puffs per pumpkin. And one row is the pumpkin, the next row is the stem. One is the pumpkin, then the stem. So it's a 4-row repeat, because they alternate. Fun. Very fun. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Slip. Uh-oh. Are we going to slip stitch? Yeah, we're going to slip stitch. And slip over to here. Chain 1. Okay, I need to take this stitch marker out right now. That would make a cute fall scarf. Definitely yarn eater. Yeah, I would only use it as an accent on a scarf. Maybe like 1 or 2 rows of the pumpkins. Maybe near the bottom, because it's thick. It would look cute if you did most of the scarves in like browns and rusts. And some like deep colors, and then accent it with the orange. Not necessarily this bright orange, but more of a muted orange for the pumpkins. Maybe like 2 rows, 2 or 3 rows at the bottom. And only do it like that much. Like I wouldn't do it real wide, obviously. You can also see that as possibly maybe 1 row as a brim of a hat. I wouldn't do any more than that. Probably just one round. Yep, it's called the pumpkin patch stitch. And I still have to make my samples for October. October. Uh, I mentioned this earlier in the stream. Starting in October, Sundays will be going back to our temperature blanket that I started back in January. So that's going to return because now the weather has, oh, excuse me, the weather has cooled off. So that's what Sundays are going to be. Mondays in October, well, Mondays and Tuesdays are going to be our Halloween streams. For the first Monday and Tuesday in October, they're going to be spider themes. Thursdays, Granny Karen does her thing. And then Saturdays, we do Project Linus. Again, I'm debating whether or not to actually stream on Halloween because I know a lot of people have plans, especially if they have little ones. Um, I don't know yet. I still could stream for those that don't have plans. But yeah, Mondays and Tuesdays in October are all going to be Halloween themed. And then I still need to plan November and December. Probably those with littles will celebrate the previous weekend. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Seeing how it's on a Tuesday this year. I don't think I have to pull out slack out of the middle of this cake because I've used enough that it's not causing any tension, which is a good thing. You can just freely flow through. So someone is wanting to commission a blanket made out of various sized granny squares. Easy enough. She wants it made exactly as the picture for the pattern she found. I purchased the pattern, and the only helpful info is how many of each size square. I mean, if that's all they have is just how many of each square, but if she wants exactly how it is, and if they don't provide instructions on how to do each square, Come on. Here we go. No, we didn't. I can't do 3 chains. There. Hey there, Sue. Thank you for the lark. So, continuation. Fairy Dust says, it tells me there's 600 grams of yarn total in the blanket. You can look and see 12 colors are used. Doesn't list yarn brand, weights, colors, or how much of each individual one. Nothing. I told the person that wants it can eyeball it and try to get close to the colors used, but I can't give you an estimate on yarn cost until I do some work on it. Exactly. I mean, that's a kind of a poorly written pattern. Even if you don't actually go out and get the exact same yarn, but at least they can give you an idea of the weight, the color. Yeah. And hey there, Sophie. How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm just working on this blanket. We were talking about a commission piece that somebody has come to Fairy Dust, and the pattern sucks. People think that it's not a lot of work crocheting, but it takes so much time. Well, that's not really the issue that Fairy Dust is having. Is the pattern just says there's X. What did it say? It said there was how many total grams of yarn in the blanket, and he can see from the picture how many colors, but there's no brand name, no weights, no specific colors. Yeah. Hey there, Rider Girl. How are you? You caught a crafty stream. Yes. You are currently here in the Crafty Cub. I am working on a blanket for Project Linus. Fairy Dust, lesson I learned from when I had my own business, no is not a bad word. Yeah, but it's not really the customer's fault. It's more of the whoever wrote the pattern. You're not usually awake this early? No, I understand. We're talking about a commission piece that Fairy Dust has been approached with, and apparently it's a horrible pattern. I'm happy you're here too. Cooking breakfast, yum. I had this morning scrambled eggs and sausage. House hunting the past few days, ugh. That does not sound like fun, Sophie. But I'm working on this summer lace blanket pattern from Ravelry. It's going to be donated to Project Linus. It's a relatively mindless pattern. And I like how it looks. How it kind of has this trellis netting look, and then separated by these rows of clusters, or rounds, I should say. Almost having the same thing, just adding potatoes. Yum. One, two.
Hey, it's Olivia.
Whoops. Come on. I split this yarn. Let me just redo this entire stitch. Excuse me. So stressful, we thought we found the perfect house. A realtor took videos and such and sent them to us because it's out of state. It looks horrible inside. Damages the carpeting, would need ripped up, and floorboards accessed. Yeah, no. Hard pass on that one. Okay. I need to replace my stitch marker. Well, I hope you find something. Aren't you supposed to be moving to, what you said, Georgia in November? This is the round that takes a while because it's a little tedious. She's willing to pay for it, whatever it costs. I will do it. Just can't give her much info because I have no info yourself. Yeah, the work going into it won't be that bad. Just classic granny square. Yeah, exactly. Again, that sounds like a horrible pattern. Which I which I would mind, but we don't have time or money right now. Projects are fine, but it's the house smells like pet urine that you first walk into. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's a hard, hard pass for pet urine. Nope. Man, as a pet owner, even I would pass on that. Yeah. Plus, you have a little one, and you've got. Don't you have a little one on the way, Sophie? I think I could be mistaken. I think you said you have a little one on the way. I don't mind projects as we'll be there for 6 years. We plan on renovation and something, but not right away, especially with a 2-year-old and a baby. And I was right. See, I pay attention. Yeah, you definitely don't want to deal with all of that with the little one and then the soon to be little one. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. And also, since you just literally had to move recently, yeah, you want to have a little less headache. Not walking into a wreck with. No. No. 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, you don't want something that's going to be a hazard to the health of your family. Yeah, carpeting can will absorb the odors of pets. So any carpet we have in the new house, I plan on ripping up. Well, as long as it's not hazardous, I can understand that. And 4. I just realized there's a little bit of purple in this yarn. Okay. Anyway, not that that matters. But I hope you find something that you'll like and isn't quote unquote dangerous. I gotta redo that whole cluster. We plan on remodeling in the 6 years that we're there, because any house we get will need some type of work. But it's so hard to find a 4-bedroom right now. Oh, yeah. Can only imagine how difficult it would be to find a 4-bedroom. Not really aren't like tons of those available. Okay, in a few minutes. Hold on. 2. I don't want to get in the middle of this cluster. In a few minutes, when we go to add, I'm going to take a slightly longer ad break. So the ads will run, and then when they're done, will still be an ad break. And then I will come back. 2, 3, and 4. We're fine with a 3-bedroom, but a 4-bedroom would be perfect. I understand. And number 4. Alrighty. And in about 30 seconds or so, we're going to be going to the ad break. Perfect time for you to get up, stretch, even if you're not working on a project or whatever. It's good to stretch, get something to drink, get something to snack on, get something to eat, use the restroom, etc. Like I said, after the ads run, I'm still going to be on an extended ad break. So it might come back and it'll be my ad screen. So stick around. I won't be too long. I will return. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sitting through that extended ad break. Alrighty, where were we?
Hey, it's Olivia from Olive Garden.
Playlists are the window into your world. Listen to every song, ad-free and uninterrupted, with Spotify Premium. Upgrade to Premium and listen your way. Tap the banner to learn more.
Come on. Oh, bump the light. Grammy says it's Sophie. You're bringing back house hunting nightmares. Finding the perfect house is one problem, but trying to sell the one we own just about did me in. Thankful I was not pregnant at that time. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big nightmare, especially we can't see the house in person. Yeah, that's even more of a thing that you can't really experience it. It's the bad thing about having to move out of state and not being able to travel there and spend time to house hunt. I mean, video is great, but it's not the same thing as being there in person. Girl, you have more courage than I do. Wish you the best of luck and hope you can get a decent interest rate. It's all crazy right now. The world is crazy. It's been crazy for a long time. Three, number four. Three. Good thing is we have the VA loan to use. Yeah, well, there is that. And two, three, four. Two, three, four. Oops. Three. Sorry, I gotta count. Make sure I'm doing the right amount of stitches. Two, three, and four. Oh, two, three, and then well, gotta do one more because that one didn't work. There we go. Ah, split a little bit. At least I have not had to frog any of this. Actually, no, I did have to do. I did think I did have to frog one row because I made one too many rows. Two, three, four. Oh, we only need to do four. Why was I doing a fifth one? Get into the groove. 2, 3, 4. 2, and the third one. I chained too many times. I only need to chain one. You had to say frog, just realized I have to take out an entire round. Cup jinxed it. Yeah. Sorry I jinxed it. My fault. So, not for me, but for Grammy. For Grammy. Sad green and ribbit. Thanks, at least I can laugh about it. It's just crochet, it's not permanent. Might be a pain, but it's not permanent. Ooh, that wind. Okay, I'm going to take a quick, not a break. Wait, my mom and her sisters will get together and sew, and if someone pulls out their seam ripper, they get banished to the ripping chair. Oh. Oh, they mean business. They mean business. Okay, I got to check something real quick. Alrighty. So, what I'm going to do is real quick, I'm going to take this time to mention the merch store. So we're going to look at some of the stuff I have on my merch store. And that right there is the link for the merch store if anyone is interested. And we're going to go and look. So, the two shirts here are the ones that we've had on the merch store for a while now. That's what we started with. We've got two versions of pretty much the same shirt. We've got the Proud Dirty Hooker in the blue. Why won't it load? Come on. Of course. In the blue. So with the blue lettering and the blue yarn ball, and the back has the channel website, and it comes in yellow, purple, gray, red, and deep royal. So those are the colorways for that pattern, and it's only $25.99. So I thought that was a pretty decent price for a t-shirt. And these go up from small to 5X, depending on if they are in stock. They print them. It's whatever the t-shirt blanks that they have, if they have anything in stock. And this is all through Teespring. So that is the blue one. And then there is the one with the pink lettering. Same thing. The graphic is a little different. The yarn ball is a little different. The website is still the same on the back. This one comes in the purple variety, a heathered charcoal variety, yellow, heathered royal, which is a light blue, and deep royal, which is dark blue. The shirts are not heavy. Yes, no, they're very lightweight and thin. Both of these are revisions. When I first launched them, the lettering is black. My shirt is this shirt here, the purple with the pink, but the lettering is black and you can't see the lettering. So I'm going to have to do a modification to my own so it can be seen. But they all have lettering that you can see. They all laugh about it, but they will not let each other forget if it happens. Yeah, that's pretty rough. So those are the shirts. We also have some drinkware. It's the same design, the exact same design as the t-shirts, but it is in a 32-ounce stainless steel water bottle. The cap removes, and I think there's a straw in it. Stainless steel is the only color that you can get. They don't have them in different colors. And on the back it does say the Twitch stream name. And again, these are $32.99. And we also have it, the same one in the pink variation. This is if anybody's interested. So we have those two. And the latest thing that we have are these accessory pouches. They're 8.5 by 6. The same design. Again, I am working on other designs besides Proud Dirty Hooker, because not everybody wants to advertise that they are a Proud Dirty Hooker. You could be a closeted dirty hooker. That's fine too. The back does have the website as well. And these come in a light blue. Well, the one with the pink variation comes in the light blue, a denim blue, which I like the denim blue, a gray, a medium gray, a purple, and a light yellow. And then the other one that we have is the blue variation. And this comes in a light purple, a mint, a light gray, a light yellow, and a pink. I think the pink one is my favorite out of those, out of the blue variation. So those are all now available on my merch store. Again, more to come. I'm trying to come up with other designs besides the Proud Dirty Hooker. I need to have other options for anybody that might be interested. So I just wanted to show that real quick, because I don't think I've ever shown the items on stream before. I have the link for the shop, but we haven't seen it. Why am I doing a double crochet? Two, three. And the t-shirt is very lightweight. And it's comfortable. Two, three, and four. Going to try to come up with a design for some things on the store with my channel logo, the little bear holding the ball of yarn. So I think that one might be popular too, hopefully. And that's not going to have any 18 plus wording on it. Two, three, alrighty, let's find the top of this stitch. Now I get to do the easy rows. Move my stitch marker up, mainly so I can keep track of what I'm doing. I can't do a simple chain. can't seem to do 3 simple chains. I think I need to go back and learn basic crochet stitches. They end up just falling right off the hook. Should be, somebody should clip that. Anytime I miss the stitch where it slips off the hook and I make that ah sound, y'all should clip it, and that should be a sound effects now. Oh, I'm already down that round. Alrighty then. position to there. So I'm on the second of the round. We get 3 of these chain rounds. I think when I get to the end of this round, so 2 more sides, I think we're going to find somebody to raid. Because by then it'll be almost 3 hours that I've been streaming, and I'm getting hungry. one more side. Three. And when I get to the end of this round, I'm going to do a little measurement just to see where I'm at. Slip stitch right into you. Let me do this little corner thing because the corners will a little bit different. Let's see. Let's measure this. Obviously nowhere near 30 inches, but just curious of where we're at. We're at 14 and a half. Getting there. Yeah, I'm going to make it at least 30 and then do the mock border and then the actual border. So that is where we're going to leave it at tonight. Move this over to the side. Thank you everybody for tuning in and lurking, chatting, etc. here on my stream tonight. Let me refresh this. Let me see what's going on over there. Everybody that I follow is mostly playing a video game. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go to a video game. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what I think we might do. Alrighty, I will be on again tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Eastern for the pumpkin patch stitch for this really cute textured, very autumn stitch. Check out the YouTube channel. All of my streams are posted on there when I'm done streaming. Check out the Discord. Join the Discord. If you want a cute little, not cute, small little community where we all share our makes and our whips and everything and help each other out. I have the merch store, which I showed earlier. If you're interested, check that out. I think that's it. So again, we'll be on tomorrow night at 6. We're going to go raid Carrots Knits. I've only ever been in their stream once or twice. It says they're Christmas knits of sorts. So they're knitting something in the round. I'm not certain if it's it might be a sweater. I don't know. So everybody, stick around for the raid. Send them some love. Support them. And I'll be on again tomorrow night. Everybody have a good evening, or we're going to start the raid. We got to wait for the little raid thingy to do its thing, and a little countdown. Come on, raid. There we go. So everybody, enjoy the raid, and I will talk to you tomorrow. And